Children, today we will be discussing more sums from the exercise where we will be obtaining second order derivative, we will be finding second order derivative. So exercise based on second order derivative, that is d2y by dx2 we have discussed. Now we will be solving more sums and discussing more problems so that we can understand. Suppose take this problem. Here it is given that if y equals to x cos x, then prove that x square d2y by dx2 minus 2x dy by dx plus 2 plus x square in bracket into y equals to 0. That means if the function y is x cos x, then we have to prove that the whole term, the value of this whole term is 0. Let's see the solution, children. Now, the value of y is given x cos x. If we say that if we differentiate this term with respect to x, then the derivative of y is dy by dx. Right, children? And if we differentiate this term, the right hand side of y, that is x cos x. So you can see two different functions are written. X is algebraic and cos x is trigonometric. So here we are going to apply product rule. What is product rule? f1 d by dx of f2 plus f2 d by dx of f1. So it will become x d by dx of cos x plus cos x d by dx of x. Right. Now, when we differentiate cos x, we'll get minus sin x. So this will become x minus x sin x. Right, minus x sin x. And the derivative of x is 1. So this will be cos x. So the value of dy by dx will be cos x minus x sin x. Right, children? Now, if we again differentiate this term, so we say that again differentiating with respect to x, then what will it become? Dy by dx. If you again differentiate, it will become d2y by dx2. It will become d2y by dx2. And if we differentiate this term again, cos x minus x sin x, if we differentiate, that will become d by dx of cos x minus d by dx of x sin x. The derivative of cos x is minus sin x, and if we differentiate this term, again we are going to apply product rule. It will be first function, derivative of second function. So derivative of sin x is cos x, right? So it will be minus x cos x, and if we differentiate x, so it will become 1. So that will be minus sin x because minus sign is outside. Okay. So minus sin x and minus sin x will become minus 2 sin x. Yeah. Understood, children? And minus 2 sin x equals to minus x cos x. Right. Now we got the value of dy by dx and we got the value of d2y by dx2. Now here you can see the proving. We have to prove that x square d2y by dx2 minus 2x dy by dx plus 2 plus x square into y. So what we'll do, we'll substitute the value of d2y by dx2, dy by dx and y, and prove that right hand side value 0. So if you prove that on solving the RHS will get 0, then we can prove that it will become left hand side and right hand side becomes equal, right? So let's see. This is our left hand side, x square d2y by dx2 minus 2x dy by dx plus in bracket 2 plus x square into y equals to y, right? So what we'll be doing here, we'll be substituting the value of d2y by dx2, dy by dx and y here. So when we do that, what will it become? X square minus 2 sin x minus x cos x. This is the value of d2y by dx2 we have calculated here, right? So we have substituted in place of d2y by dx2. The value of dy by dx, we have calculated cos x minus x sin x. So when we do that, what we'll get? Minus 2 cos x in bracket cos x minus x sin x. Right? And when we put the value of y, it will be in bracket 2 plus x square. In bracket the value of y is x cos x. Right, children? Understood? Now what we'll do, we'll just multiply the brackets. We'll multiply this bracket by x square. So if you multiply this x square into this bracket, it will become minus 2x square sin x minus x cube cos x. Here what we'll get? Minus 2x cos x minus 2x square sin x. 2 into x cos x, it will become 2x cos x plus x cube sin x. Right, children? Now you can see this plus x cube sin x and minus x cube sin x will get cancelled. Plus 2x cos x and minus 2x cos x will get cancelled. Minus 2x square sin x and plus 2x square. It will be plus here, right? Minus into minus is plus. This is plus. So plus 2x square sin x and minus 2x square sin x will get cancelled. So what we'll get finally, we'll get 0. On solving left hand side, we are obtaining 0 and proving it to right hand side. So left hand side and right hand side both are 0, hence proved. Right. Note down please. Now let's see another sum, children. In this sum, it is given that if y equals to e to the power a cos inverse x, y equals to e to the power a cos inverse x and the value of x is in between minus 1 and 1, then prove that 1 minus x square d2y by dx2 minus x dy by dx minus a square y equals to 0. That means this is given and this we have to prove. Let's see the solution. Again, second derivative is used here. Again, we have to differentiate the function twice. The value of y is given e to the power a cos inverse x. When we differentiate this function with respect to x, then what we'll get? dy by dx equals to d by dx of e to the power a cos inverse x. Right. So e to the power x, we know the derivative of exponential function is e to the power x only. So d by dx of e to the power a cos inverse x, it will be e to the power a cos inverse x, because we have assumed this a cos inverse x as x. Now, when we have assumed this e cos inverse x as x, we have to differentiate that function again by the chain rule. So it will be e to the power a cos inverse x and d by dx of a cos inverse x. Right, children? So the derivative of cos inverse x is minus 1 upon under root 1 minus x square. This a is constant, will come like this only. So the derivative will be minus e to the power a cos inverse x upon under root 1 minus x square into a. Now what we have done, we have cross multiplied this under root 1 minus a square this side here. So we have cross multiplied, it will become under root 1 minus x square dy by dx equals to minus a e to the power a cos inverse x. Now what we have done, we have squaring both the side, because in the proving it is given 1 minus x square, not under root 1 minus x square. So that to obtain 1 minus x square, we have to do the squaring and to remove the root, square root, right? So when we do the squaring, under root 1 minus x square will become 1 minus x square dy by dx to the whole square equals to a square e to the power 2a cos inverse x equals to so this value. See, e to the power 2a cos inverse x. The value of y is e to the power a cos inverse x. This value. Y is e to the power a cos inverse x. If you do the y square, so it will become e to the power 2a cos inverse x. So what we have done? We have substituted in place of e to the power 2a cos inverse x y square. Right. So what value will get? Under 1 minus x square dy by dx to the whole square equals to a square into y square. This will get. Understood, children? This much. Now what we'll do, we'll again differentiate with respect to x. We are differentiating again with respect to x. So this is again here we are going to apply product rule. So when product rule is applied, under root 1 minus x square dy by dx, if you differentiate with respect to x, then what will get? 2 dy by dx into d2y by dx2. When you differentiate 1 minus x square, what will get? Minus 2x into dy by dx to the whole square. Right. Here, if you differentiate, what you'll get? What will get? A square. If you differentiate y square dy by dx of y square, then what will get? 2y dy by dx. Right. And you can see that dy by dx has been cancelled from right hand side and left hand side. So dy by dx, this square will get cancelled and this whole term will get, this one will get cancelled. And 2 similarly will get cancelled. So finally what is remaining? Under root 1 minus x square d2y by dx2 minus x dy by dx, and a square y when transferred that side will become minus a square y equals to 0. So this is the result that we have to prove, right? Understood, children? Note down please. Let's see another sum, children. In this sum is based on parametric function. We have to find the second order derivative of a parametric function. Okay. See carefully. It is given that if x equals to log t and y equals to 1 upon t, then prove that d2y by dx2 plus dy by dx is equals to 0. Okay. Now the value of x is given, log t. The value of y is given, 1 by t. We have to find the value of d2y by dx2 plus dy by dx and dy by dx. Both the values are required. Now, how we calculate the value of dy by dx? When we've studied parametric function, we have seen that we'll differentiate this, the explicitity of x in terms of that parametric function. So what we'll do, we're going to differentiate x with respect to t. So we say that differentiating with respect to t, what we'll get dx upon dt, the d by dx of log t is 1 upon t, right children? And y is 1 upon t given, that is t to the power minus 1. When we differentiate this function with respect to t, we'll get dy by dt as minus 1 upon t square. So this is the first condition. This is the second condition. What we'll say? We'll say that we divide 2 by 1 to obtain dy by dx. So dy by dt upon dx by dt will get cancelled and we'll get dy by dx. Right. Now when we put dy by dx as 1 upon t square upon 1 by t, so this t will get reciprocal and it will get cancelled. So the value of dy by dx will be 1 upon t. Remember this, the dy by dx is 1 upon t. Okay. Now we have obtained dy by dx. We have to find the value of d2y by dx2. Let's see how. dy by dx is minus 1 by t. Now differentiate this dy by dx function with respect to x. So if you do d by dx of dy by dx, what we'll get? d2y by dx2. Right, and here we'll do d by dx of t to the power minus 1. So this will become minus, now the different derivative of 1 upon t will be d by dx of t to the power minus 1, right? So this is minus 1, when we come d by dx, we'll do the differentiation, we'll do this power will come in front, minus 1 t to the power minus 1 will become minus minus plus 1 upon t square dt upon dx. Now this is very important, children. If we differentiate t with respect to x, what we'll get? dt upon dx. Now this dt upon dx can be written as 1 upon dx upon dt. Right. And the value of dx upon dt we have already calculated. It is 1 upon t. When we put dx upon dt as 1 upon t, it will get reciprocal. T upon 1 it will become, this t and t will get cancelled. So finally d2y by dx2 value, we can see that we have obtained 1 upon t. Right. And you can see here in this, because we have to obtain dy by dx, so somehow we have to relate this value to dy by dx. We have calculated the value of dy by dx as minus 1 upon t. So if you calculate the value of 1 upon t, it will be minus dy by dx. So in place of minus 1 upon t, I have written minus dy by dx. Right. Understood, children? Because somehow we have to relate this value to dy by dx. Right. So from depending upon the requirement of your solution, you have to substitute the value. Right. So when we write minus dy by dx and transfer this term that side, so we get the required result d2y by dx2 plus dy by dx equals to 0. This is what we have to prove, right? Note down please and try to solve the exercise, right? Do all the work in your fair resistors.